Hi student, let us read this problem together. They say from what height can a 2 kilograms falling object cause the fracture of the skull? Assume that the object is hard, that the area of contact with the skull is just 2 centimeters square, and the duration of the impact is 10 to a negative 3 seconds. So basically what we have to find is just what is the minimum height, that this object falling down is going to cause the fracture of your uh, skull. So now, what we have to remember that the stress is equal to the quotient of the force on the area. So stress is basically force divided by area. Okay. So if I know that the mm, fracture strength of a bond is in the order of 100 times 10 to the 6 uh, Newton per meter square. So this is the same that 100 megapascal or 100 times 10 to the 6 Pascal. If we replace this stress by the fracture strength, we can find the minimum force, that is gonna cause fracture of your head. So this substituting, I get that SB is equal force over area. So I solve for the force, so I get the force is equal to SB times the area. So to calculate the force, we're going to multiply the minimum force, we're going to multiply the fracture strength times the area. So when we multiply the fracture strength times the area, we get here 100 times 10 to the 6 newtons per meter square times the area. That is we know that is 2 centimeters square. So 2 centimeters square is equivalent to 2 times 10 to a negative 4 meters square, right? Because remember that 1 meter squared is equivalent to 10 to the 4 centimeters square, or 1 centimeter squared is equivalent to 10 to the negative 4 meters square. So we have now here 2 times 10 to the negative 4 meters square. We cancel the meters squared out. So we have force equal 100 times 2, so it's 200. And we have 10 to the 6 and 10 to the negative 4, that is going to be 10 to the second power, and then we get newtons here. So we have here 2 times 10 to the 4th power, or 2 times 10 to the 4th newtons, right? Now, with this force, we can now use a formula that is given in the book of Davidovich that say that the height, of the object falling down that is going to cause the fracture, right, is going to be equals to 1 over 2 times the gravity, uh, times the force times delta T over the mass, all this square. If we make a dimensional analysis, we have 1 over gravity, that is in meters per second square, times the force that is in newtons, times the time that is in seconds, over the mass that is in kilograms, all this square. So we get flipping, this 1 over meter per second square, we get second square over meter. And then the Newton square is going to be kilogram square meter square over second to the 4th times second square all over kilogram square. So we are going to simplify now here. Second square cancel with the second to the 4 we have below. This kilogram square is cancelled out with this kilogram square. This meter is cancelled with one of the meters we have over here, and our output unit is meter. So now we can, replace the numbers or the variables by the numbers, by the values. So we have that h is equal 1 over 2 times 10 meters per second square. Let us take the gravity equal to 10 meters per second square times the force, that is going to be 2 times 10 to the 4 newtons, times delta T, that would be 10 to the negative 3 seconds, divided by the mass, that is going to be 2 kilograms. And all this is square. So you have now h equal to 1 over 2 times 10 is 20 meters per second square, times, and then we have 2 times 10 to the 4 times 10 to the negative 3, 10 to the 4 and 10 to the negative 3. would be 20. Sorry, would be 10. 2 times 10 would be 20 over 2. Uh, we have newton seconds over kilograms, all these is square, So what happens now? We have 1 over 20 times 20 over 2 is 100. Sorry, 20 over 2 is 10 times square is 100. And this is meters. We know that the output unit here is meter. So we have 100 over 20. So the height would be 100 over 20 would be 5 meters. So now we found the height. So we know that if an object of 2 kilograms, fall on your fall and hit on your head, it's gonna fracture the skull. Why? Because if the height is 5 meters, the impact force is going to be enough, and the stress is going to be enough, to break uh, or to fracture the bone. So basically, this is the solution of this problem. This is the calculation that we have to do to find a height, that a falling object of 2 kilograms can cause a fracture of the skull. So thank you for your attention. I hope that the solution of this exercise just help you to clarify any doubt about this kind of